This dish has been loved by families for generations on end.
The sauce comes together in less than an hour, but tastes like it's been simmering all day.
Every bowl is a pasta lover's dream come true. And whatever you do, don't forget the freshly grated parm.
After one bite, you'll have nothing but praise for this bolognese.
Boy, is that true. Praise
the bolognese.
I praise you, bolognese. Okay, so we've got a big old skillet here. We're making a big old pot of this spaghetti bolognese because it's so good and it heats up beautifully. I've got 2 tablespoons of olive oil that I'm heating over medium heat, and I've added 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter.
We have made a version of this for years.
It's the classic
It depends
version.
on how involved you want to get with it, but it's definitely easy.
There's a reason we call this weeknight bolognese, because our non-weeknight, kind of like Sunday project, takes hours. And it's like you said,
it's been in the oven.
But it
day,
is really, well, it's not in the oven. It simmers on the stove.
No,
but
I'm talking about the any other. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. But it takes a while. We slow simmer it. We use all kinds of meats, prosciutto and all. This we're gonna do. We're gonna
all
show
types
you,
of meats.
We do some veal, beef.
I love
it. This is we're gonna use variations of that, but we're gonna kind of make it quicker. So the first thing that we're gonna do is, like I said, I had 2 tablespoons of oil and 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter that I heated over medium heat, and now we're adding, what is this?
Mirepoix.
The Mirepoix. Okay, so now I'm going to give you a shortcut. If you don't want to do, because you're like, I don't have time to chop carrot and celery. That's fine.
Yeah.
If you do, this is classic in just a good old bolognese, and a lot of times you can find the pre-cut in the produce section of your supermarket.
Exactly.
You could just go with just chopped onion if you want. I would recommend at least doing that.
Yeah.
But once you get to this point, it really comes together very quickly. So we're going to let this saute till it gets nice and soft, and that's only about 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, so now it's smelling good. Now we've got some minced garlic in here. That's like 3 cloves of garlic that I minced.
It's already smelling good.
It is. It's delicious. If you want to powder. Okay.
So today we are going to use ground beef. We got a pound of ground beef, and we're going to use a half a pound of Italian sausage. Sometimes we use turkey, ground turkey.
Yeah, we do that a lot, and I'm telling you, it's just as flavorful.
Are you ready for me?
Yeah, you could also. Like I said, beef, pork, and lamb is very, very common. If you don't want to do the sausage, you could just do ground pork. I love the flavor of Italian sausage. This is mild. Or sweet. You could do hot if you like, or you could just do all ground beef. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. This dish is so flexible. That's why I think people have loved it for so many years.
But you can't be flexible regarding the cheese.
You gotta have cheese.
You have to have some Parmesan, and it's best when you do it yourself.
Isn't everything best when you do it yourself? It really does make a big difference when you grate your cheese.
And this is, I just love it. It's so nice. It's got a little saltiness to it.
Yeah. So we don't need a ton. We're going to put that in. Wesley was just excited to grate some cheese.
I wanted to do something.
He wanted to do something, and so we just need a 1/4 cup of that, and then you're going to want to leave plenty to grate over the finished dish.
Exactly.
Okay. So this was 90% lean beef that I got. I didn't want to get too fatty, but I want to have a little bit of grease left over. That's wonderful. A little grease left over because there's some flavor there. So we're going to cook this till it's no longer pink. Okay, so moving right along. So I cooked this, and like I said, it does render some grease. So all I did is I just tilted my pan, and I got a spoon and got rid of most of it. You could also get some paper towels, just soak it up that way. Just discard it safely.
Rule of thumb: don't ask me to grate cheese unless you expect me to have a little bit.
Right, or for it to and it to stay around. Okay, now we've got 3 tablespoons of tomato paste, and this is just going to build that delicious flavor base. And I'm going to turn.
You guys, it already smells amazing in here.
I know, and it's so.
When are you squeezing
so
these bad
easy.
boys?
In a little bit, we're gonna keep building this flavor. You're
I'm
gonna
going to go over to the pasta.
Yeah.
So we got a pound of pasta, people. And I'm just going to
use whatever is your favorite. This is dried spaghetti,
which we love.
Going old school.
Yes.
So you want that tomato paste just to really get worked into the meat, and it's going to give that delicious depth of tomato that we love so much. Now we're going to add some really simple seasonings. This is a tablespoon, we're going dried, because that's easy. A tablespoon of dried oregano and a teaspoon of dried basil. You could go all oregano, or you could probably even go all basil if you want. Yes. Now we're gonna give it a little bump of heat, and this is some red pepper flakes. If you want zero heat, leave it out. If you want a little bit, just do like a pinch. We're going like a quarter teaspoon, which gives it just a little bit. It's delicious. Now we're making a decent amount of pasta, so I'm gonna do about a teaspoon and a half of kosher salt, and then oh, that smells so good, and then a teaspoon of black pepper.
And I'm just over here working my pasta. I didn't want to break it. I just want to like let it gently go down into that
We've
water.
got one of those pasta pots that it's hard, hard to fit the long pasta in. I need to get a bigger one.
Oh, but it's all right.
I know, I've had that one forever. Okay, so now we let that cook for just a few minutes. Now we've got some red wine. Again, if you don't want to cook with wine or you don't have some wine, don't worry about it. But this just gives that classic Bolognese flavor. This is a quarter cup. This is a Cabernet. I would recommend using a decent quality. I try to avoid cooking wine because it's just not going to add that much flavor. And this is really good, and it's going to cook out like 99.9% of the alcohol.
And my pasta went down into the water.
Your pasta's in the water. Now make sure you stir it every now and then.
I do. I will.
You got to tend to it.
I got to tend to the pasta.
Tend to your pasta. Okay, now this is where I'm
standing back.
I am flirting with disaster
Chris,
here.
get it down there.
But I've got a 28-ounce can of whole San Marzano tomatoes, and I just love to break them up with my own hand. You can even
like
break.
That old lady in Italy told you to do.
She did. She came up to me and she said, "You got to do this by hand." And I said, "Okay." And at least that was in my dreams. And but I would recommend when you do this, because they are very squirtable, maybe consider wearing an apron.
Yeah, I'm blocking it for you.
Or have your loon come and block it for you.
Be a tomato blocker.
Okay, this had a couple of little basils in it, which is okay. Now that's good. So now we're going to then put in a half a cup of beef broth. Go with good quality beef broth.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Napkin for you.
Perfect. With my hand crushing skills, or my tomato crushing skills by hand. Did I see that was a 28-ounce can of San Marzano? If you can get San Marzano, just make sure they're certified. They're so good.
And that was beef stock.
It was beef stock. That was a half a cup of that. And now we're just going to let this.
When does my cheese go in?
Oh, right at the end. That's good. That's going to go into with some cream.
Oh, I could have waited.
You could have, but I know how you love to cut the cheese. So anyway, we're going to let this simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes. The humor is just writes itself.
Yes, we're going grade school today.
We are. So we're going to let this simmer for until the pasta's ready, and then
I'm going to go stir the pasta.
You're going to go stir the pot. Okay. So the pasta has been going for about 10 minutes. We like it al dente.
Yes.
Little to the tooth, just a little bit. However you like it. So now this has been simmering. It smells heavenly. So we've got. This is a quarter cup. This is just, again, you don't have to do this, but it adds a luxuriousness to it that is traditional. That's a quarter cup of heavy cream. And we've got this wonderfully cut cheese.
Grated. It's grated cheese.
It's beautifully grated. Look at that. Now that is that.
That looks wonderful. I'm going to get this pasta. I think it's ready. Actually, before I pull that out, I'm going to get some pasta water for you.
You want to get some of that starchy pasta water. This sauce is wonderful. It should match wonderfully to our.
I'm coming your way with this pasta water.
Okay. Yeah, we're not going to use it. Just have it on hand if you feel like things need to be thinned out a little bit. The starchy water just kind of adds a little bit to the texture of the sauce.
And a little bit of water will come with this, with the pasta.
Yeah, so we're probably going to be okay, but it's good to have that pasta water just in case you need it. Okay, now we're going to just go ahead and, just for ease of preparation, we're going to put the whole kit and caboodle in here. A lot of times I'll do a little sauce in the pan and then put some pasta in there and get it mixed up and then put the rest of the sauce, but we're going to forego that. And I am ready. Let's do it. Let's do a dump and go. There we go.
There we go.
Okay. Beautiful.
Get those last pieces.
Oh, yeah. We don't want anything to go to waste. Just grab them.
Grab them.
There we go.
Grab them. There you go.
Come on, spaghetti. Hello, spaghetti. Spaghetti. So now we're going to isn't that beautiful? Just use a couple of wooden spoons or tongs, whatever you've got, just to get that sauce really nicely incorporated into, oh, it's so beautiful.
I'm dying. We got some bread too, so we got to get some of that
get some bread toasted, ready to go. Get your Parmesan ready to go.
I'm going to clean up. I'm going to get my bowl ready.
We got enough here. I think this is going to feed us tonight, Wesley. I think we're good. So, okay, we're about time to eat. Look at this.
Wow.
I mean.
Oh, Chris.
Yeah, this is comfort food at its best.
Should I come to you or do you want to come to me?
Let me come to you. I'm going to get these out of the way.
Okay.
I will get my muscle into this.
Yes.
And we like to serve this kind of like fancy, like get a pair of tongs and then just.
There you go. Pull it up. Pull it up. Yay!
Give it a little twirl. Isn't that nice?
Oh my!
That's a bowl of yummy, if I do say so myself.
That is so.
And then you got a little extra meat sauce in there. You got to have that.
There you go.
Now let me just do this to make it look pretty.
Yeah. There you go. There you
There's
go.
a little bit of chopped Italian parsley. Always looks nice. Okay, now you do your honors of the.
Oh, here. Let's put it over here so people can see.
Yeah, of the
There we go.
Parmesan cheese. I'll get myself some. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, and I will say, I mean, Wesley and I, we've been making this for years, and we make this much just for the two of us every time because it reheats so good, and we eat it all week. It's just fabulous.
You guys, I'm grating the cheese.
And you're doing a great job, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, Lord. All right, can I get you?
Please.
Can I get you?
Get me.
Oh, we got some crusty bread here.
Yeah, you gotta have some bread.
Oh,
I mean,
there you go.
the only thing we don't have is a nice little glass of Cabernet.
Yes.
But that's okay.
All right, let me have some bread. Grab it, put it in there.
Oh, this is
Guys.
This is like Sunday
that's
dinner, but
heaven.
it's so easy. It's weeknight dinner.
And it's gorgeous, gorgeous. I always appreciate gorgeous
I
food.
do too, I do
All
too.
right, do I need my spoon? Let's see.
Just to twirl it.
I need well, see if I'm gonna shove all this in my mouth. I need a quick twirl.
Another working title of Wesley's memoir.
A quick twirl.
The Life and Times
You
of
ready?
Wesley. Yes, I've been ready.
Okay.
It's just so comforting. I know.
Oh, if you give this to your family,
I know.
your loved one, or whoever, your
It's
roommate,
you just can't go wrong with it. I mean,
they'd be like, you're gonna cook every night, right? Oh, wow.
we were in
That is so good.
Whistler, Canada, with vacationing with my mom and dad. It was kind of chilly, and we were staying in a pretty nice hotel up in the mountains, and they had a bolognese, and I will never forget it. It just wraps its arm around you. It's just so good. Oh my goodness. Yes.
It's good in 102-degree weather, too.
Which it is right now.
This is trillion% Luna proof.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
We are on a roll.
Well,
I know. Well, no, it's true.
You've just been making some good food.
Well, it's like, why did it take us so long to do this?
Yeah.
So, all right, you guys, make pasta bolognese, spaghetti, whatever you want to use. Yeah. And
Wow.
Have plenty of bread, have plenty of cheese, and bring the family together.
Yeah.
And give them our love. We love you guys. Bye.
Bon appetit.